Hello, thank you for joining me today. My name is Stacy and this is Stacy Lee Beauty. I put out new beauty related videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. If you are returning, thanks for coming on back. And if you are new, I hope that you enjoy the video and that at the end of it, you will click the subscribe button and stick around. Today, I want to talk about Revolution Beauty, the brow soap. This did sell out when it first launched. I saw it on Instagram, so then I thought, brow soap, I've never heard of that. I want to try it. Here is what it looks like. And I did do a haul in the other products that I got on this. I will link that up above and down below if you want to see what else, including a mystery bag. But anyway, so yeah, I never heard of this. Just sounded kind of strange. It says that you take this little brush and you can either apply it dry or you could wet the brush and apply it wet. So I thought I would give it a try both ways and see what I like better, if there's a difference. Do they last longer? What's the deal? So this is my first time trying it. Brush my brows into place. Okay, so we're gonna try the brush not wet first. So it just said swipe across. So it's it's not really that hard to swipe across. I guess I am getting something is on the brush. Okay. And it just kind of feels like I'm brushing it. It doesn't really feel like I'm putting much product on. Let's see. Yeah. The brows still feel soft. So it doesn't really feel like anything is on. I kind of have a little bit of a brow going out of control there. Let's try to put that down. Okay. So it definitely is soft. It does not make your brows like crunchy or hard or anything like that. Dampen the applicator and swipe across the brush. No, swipe across the soap. Brush gently across the brows in desired direction to create a 3D look. Okay, so let me go dampen the brush. Oh, and when I went to go get the brush out, the soap did fall out of the packaging, which I guess could be good and bad. I mean, at least then you can, I guess, rotate it, turn it upside down and use the other side if you wanted to, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that or not. The brush applicator is damp and okay, so with it damp, it definitely does move across here much smoother. And it does look like a little bit on the brush. You don't really see a lot on the brush. It's a spoolie to kind of shape them. Try to get close here. Okay, it definitely is a wet feeling on the brows. But it doesn't feel, I have the e.l.f. wax pencil. It doesn't feel waxy. I wasn't sure if it would or not. I have not watched any videos on this because I just wanted to see what I think of it without having anybody else's opinion in my head. I try to always do that when I'm trying something out for the first time. I don't like to watch any videos until I've tried it out and have my thoughts together already. Again, maybe I got this too wet or it has to dry a little bit because it kind of seems to, I think that I've heard like the laminate brow or something. I haven't really looked into that either. I'll have to do that, but it kind of seems to flatten them a little bit. Let me know what you think. Like this one, I think that you can see it definitely is holding them into place. Mine have a hard time keeping the shape, but so we'll see if this like arched shape stays because yeah, usually by the end of the day, it kind of has lost its shape. But so it definitely feels a little bit wet going on. It's already starting to feel more dry, but I definitely can still feel it right now. Today we're gonna do one brow dry and one brow wet and see if I can notice a difference. Let me go with the brush. I really like how it goes on here. when it's wet. It's much, much easier. The end results, I do think that with it wet, you kind of get, I feel like you can shape it a little bit more. So this side is wet and this side is with it dry. And like the ends, I feel like just, it gives you more of an arch. I mean, it's very subtle. This, if you want more bushiness kind of to your brows, like right here, it does kind of give it a little bit more of a bushiness. But, and this is a little bit more of a flatter look. So I guess if you want kind of more of that, you know, flat look kind of thing, wet the brush. And if you want more bushy kind of, I'm looking for descriptive words here, but then put it dry. But we will see how it wears. This time I'm going to do a check-in. I have had my makeup on for about 8.5 hours, and I wanted to do the check-in on the Revolution Brow Soap. Sorry for all the fingerprints. This is the side that I had it applied with the wet brush, and this side is with the dry brush. And I think that, oh gosh, got some dry skin there going on. Yeah, this side, I think it's coming across on camera. I do feel like the brow soap, when I applied it wet with the wet brush, that it did hold the shape better of my brow. My brows are really hard to hold their shape. But yeah, I do feel like it did hold it better with it wet. So I definitely, when I'm using this, will wet the brush because I feel like that is the best application for me at least. But yeah, I like it. So I've determined that I like the brow soap with using the brush wet. And then I thought to myself, well, I have this e.l.f. and this is in clear. This is kind of an eyebrow wax pencil. So I was curious if this is kind of along the same lines as the brow soap. So I thought I'd do one on each eye and see how it goes. So just on application, the brow soap feels like much softer to go on. It just kind of feels like you're almost like you're dampening your brow. With this one, it does feel like you're putting product on, like you can actually feel it. And I feel like it's not as easy. Like the brush, you're kind of shaping it along as well as applying the product. And can you see how this one, like on the edges, I feel like it kind of separated it. So I kind of have to go back in with the spoolie just to kind of get that all brushed out so it's not so like clumped together. So I finished my look and let's take a look at my eyebrows. So this one has the Revolution brow soap and this one has the e.l.f. kind of wax pencil. And let's see, this one, I feel like the brow soap kind of gives you a little bit of a flatter dimension on the brows. I mean, it's not totally flat, but just a little bit. As far as holding the shape, I think they're pretty close. I think that they are actually pretty close. Let's see, when you feel them, you can, the e.l.f. one, the wax one, feels a little tiny bit more stiff, but not much. The brow soap is a little bit of a softer feel, but again, not much. But when I'm like actually how they're feeling, not to the touch, but just feeling, they feel the same. So if you're kind of wondering what the brow soap, kind of the texture or how it makes your brows feel, if you do have this e.l.f. wax pencil, let me get off my hairs, you know, you can use this and that will give you an idea of how it feels. I mean, both of these are reasonable, so it's not like this is really like a dupe for it because they are both affordable. But yeah, they're very similar. I might see a little bit, I might be able to see a little bit more white in this brow from the wax, but not too much. So very, very similar. Yeah. Love to know down below if you have tried, actually, if you've tried either one of these products and what your thoughts are if you've ever heard of brow soap, if you plan on checking it out from Revolution. Let me know down below. I'd love to know. I am very happy with it, and I think that, I mean, obviously I'm still going to use some of the eyebrows pencils that I have in pomades, but this is definitely going to keep in my rotation, and so far I have really liked it. You know, it does, I feel like before you wet it, actually no, this does fall out. It has fallen out quite a few times when I've opened it and upset it to get the brush out. So, but you could just, you know, go like that to get the brush, but if you go like upset it to get the brush out, more than likely this will fall out, but I don't feel that that's a big deal. Just tap it back in. But yeah, I'm happy with it so far, and definitely I'm going to keep on using. Thanks for watching, and I hope that this video was informative. Let me know your thoughts down below, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out and helps the channel out. So thanks again. Talk to you later.